Where to first, Commander? Android Rames, Serenium Manufactory, or Outpost Opportunities?
I wouldn't give for it. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Being this close anyway. Sure.
You're tuned to wireless-free Arcadia, the best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement. Auntie's Choice values its employees. You represent a significant investment in human capital. Without you, we would have to hire someone else at current rates and greater expense. So let's proudly show our appreciation by spotlighting our new employee of the fiscal quarter, Desmond Buchanan Milverstreet, for his outstanding service on Paradise Island. Milverstreet orchestrated a propaganda-driven initiative which, aided by an outsourced contractor, turned potential protectorate belligerents into productive anti-personnel. All without firing a single expensive bullet or risking anti-troops and the expense of their unfortunately contractual medical care. Quite the feel-good corporate interest story. If only security...
Anyway, sure.
had tried such creative tactics with her invasion force. This is why Milverstreet is our employee of the fiscal quarter and she is not. As usual, our quarterly winner receives a Galaxy's Greatest Auntie executive mug personalized with their employee number. Non-transferable conditions and terms apply. Now, on to other things. I consider this song a real standout number. Assuming you have taste, you surely will as well.
Since the schism, the Protectorate have rewritten history to excuse them.
From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. But rich tobacco sweet at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long slim smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in 1. It's a double thriller, so make your mouth happy while your satisfaction.
Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be. Yes, technically a hut is meant to be only one story, because when you stack them, they tend to fall over. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone, so they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down. Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes. They're doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
Make pinnacle meal replacement bars a complete part of your daily meals in the
Rich tobacco at the end. What more could you want? A smoky, sugary blend. Try bubblegum slims. Try bubblegum slims. It's the long smoke with the bubblegum filter. It's 2 treats in 1. A double thriller. So make your mouth happy while your satisfaction doubles. Satisfaction doubles. Instead of boring old smoke rings, you'll be blowing smoke bubbles. Blowing smoke bubbles. Ba-do-wop. For flavor that lasts and a taste you can't top. From that first smooth inhale to the very last. Try bubblegum slims. Bubblegum slims. Oh, bubblegum slims. It's filled with flavor bubbles.
By calculating the position of every atom in the universe, we can predict the future.
Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an abacus to predict, well, if it's in the display's best interests. I imagine I can find a moment. Yes, I reckon I do have my ear to the grimy dirt floor of Matriarchs' mercy. I hear what common lay people are saying, and the wide array of bodily noises they make. Suppose I, more than any other member of the Order here, connect with non-scienticians. I've begun daily lectures, including practical advice on efficiently planning their days. I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic, math, and meticulously expatiate on our sex origins in the most rigorously pedantic detail. Oh, dear. I got ahead of myself, didn't I? That's an occupational hazard around here. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have a 13.7% increase in overall quality of life. I am single-handedly making a difference here, with constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on order history, plus some mathematics for a little added razzle-dazzle. Never as many as I would like, perhaps, but my little congregation grows by the hour. Eventually, my unsophisticated layperson friend, the knowledge just seeps right in. Give it a few years and they'll even be asking questions.
What happened to this place? Law. Matriarch's mercy is no safer than the trenches.
Look on the bright side.
Oh. Administrator Agarwal. Here to finally hash this out, are you? Thought this day would never come.
Yes, well, our esteemed outsider here has agreed to thoroughly appraise our situation, in the hope that we may finally close the book on the exclusion zone once and for all.
They say you asked around. Listen to folks. That's a good start, at least. Well, we tried to work things out on our own. Look where that got us.
Mediator, I leave the fate of the exclusion zone in your capable hands. Speak on, then.
Did he also happen to mention they were needlessly oblique and vague?
Quite right. Rollo's co-occupant might have also supported our warnings, had he heeded them.
I don't know. You ask me? When it comes to these order predictions, there's a lot of room between a probable and definite outcome. You mean that missionary type who's always talking at everybody instead of to them?
Mathematics is the hidden language of the universe which unites us all. The closer we come to understanding it, the closer we come to true understanding.
I haven't heard that much sugarcoating outside of an Auntie's suppository ad. But fine. Whatever you say. You actually got the provisioner to give you the time of day. Huh.
Ah, yes. I sometimes forget Provisioner Plotnik is also assigned to minding the displaced's needs. Her role is largely proactive, while mine is reactive.
Heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial.
If the provisioner's booked up, I say redeploy another egghead at the matter.
It's less of an issue of personnel as it is of safety. Contrary to your assumptions, we do care about your collective and individual well-being.
I'm all ears, mediator.
Alrighty then. It's well past time for
The what now?
When grievances between the displaced approach fisticuffs, we hire sub-Rosa hooligans to duke things out for us.
That is unquantifiably absurd. And I don't see how moving into the exclusion zone will help. Unproductive is one thing. Paid Donnybrooks with surrogate fighters is... well, I'm at a loss for an applicative metaphor to describe it. I understand he is rather short-handed.
Yeah. Someone should get right on that, huh? Anyhow, what was the good doctor's diagnosis? We have ample room to space people out more, but only if we utilize the exclusion zone.
That is indeed unfortunate, but the dangers predicted for the exclusion zone may outweigh these concerns. Collapsed, but we built Matriarchs Mercy to optimize comfort and safety.
I'm guessing you're saying this wasn't an official structure, more of a hastily assembled, precariously built shanty. People are struggling to make do with what they have. If we had the exclusion zone, this wouldn't be a problem.
I'm aghast these structures weren't built following established order construction guidelines. By my calculations, you've explored this topic from every conceivable angle. Admirable work, Mediator. I suspect that your sympathies lie with the displaced. Unfortunate if true, but I leave the decision in your capable hands.
Finally understand what we're dealing with, huh? For every problem, there's an obtuse, indirect solution.
Regardless of your misgivings, I ask that you follow your reason.
Shit. Very well, administrant. You win. I'll honor the terms of the mediation. Let's hope your math was right.
Have faith. Or, if not faith, reason. We can still work together to improve conditions around Matriarchs Mercy. Your reward, Mediator, with my thanks. I now consider the matter decisively closed. Yes. I tell you, I, for one, will rest easier with the exclusion zone empty.
They have everything you need in one place.
I have a lot of people living awfully close.
All those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department, may you ascend swiftly through talent or guile.
Awfully close right now.
Where do
Tell
we
you
go
this.
now?
Spread crisp, go stuff some in your chewer. Who would guess that tasty flesh was found down in a sewer?
Another refugee camp? Another colony?
I predict with an 8.23 margin of error.
Can't say I'm fond of these lodgings.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Wish. Invaders, order defecting. There's no bring this sprat back into the camp.
Oyster is looking pretty good right about now.
Refugees, looks like. And after that strike, there'll only be more at the gates.
advancement? Tired from fighting off your competitors to keep your employment? Want data driven design and high excel your life? Visit our predictory and take a short 38-minute questionnaire to determine exactly what career you are meant for. Act now and receive
Brad Crisp, 1000% germ-free. Cause nothing survives when it's flash bright at 405 degrees. Grab a pack of deep fried spread, they're such a tasty treat. You know when you eat Brad Crisp.
Crafts back in business.
The real reason.
You get the claw. A claw's always crabby.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy can. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Forced first, oh, forced first. It's not the worst unless it's forced worst. Forced worst, oh, forced worst. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all.
Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally. Or we could... No, but if they deploy Manosaurs, we'd be better served having it the other way around. Do you have a specific matter requiring discussion with me that cannot be postponed? I'm rather preoccupied at the moment. That's not... Yes, your assessment is absolutely accurate. Making a final decision over what to prioritize in the construction of this trench, given my current resources, has been a substantially more difficult task than I first estimated. Correct. In this case, standardized algorithms, which includes a Poisson distribution method, using the data we accrued from years of tracking the frequency of different attacks. Unfortunately, I find myself in the extremely unlikely and stressing position of having these algorithms inform me that every type of attack is exactly equally probable, and thus my dilemma. Many, unfortunately, Auntie's human soldiery, raptidons, mantisaurs, scrappers, and even wild varachnids. In summary, many and varied. Random? I resent the very idea of making a decision of such import randomly. Auntie's forces have pushed us from our initial trench line into our fallback trench, thus making it the new primary trench. Despite the fact that we are currently holding back Auntie's forces at the new, more narrow front, this leaves us in the unenviable position of requiring a new fallback trench. That being said, we shouldn't need another trench line. Our analysis shows us that Antes simply lacks the resources to push through the current front line. However, there is a vanishingly slim chance that Antes has more resources in transit outside of the Arcadian system that we simply haven't accounted for yet.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Don't be a shirker. Don't be a slug. Grab a can and get back on the job. Get Boars first. Boars first. It's not the worst.
Try not to deviate from the norm.
Honest to goodness broadcasting for street shooters across Arcadia. This is Wireless Free Arcadia. Under only one circumstance will Wireless Free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Ante all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the
My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter. My apologies. My work requires a rather high amount of focus, and as such, I'm unable to engage in idle chatter.
Answered to him. Makes you wonder if the console is really running the show. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the
Architect. I hope this does not turn back into an active war.
Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
There was a lonesome boy with a hapless frown, whose luck spun around when he came to town. A marketeer whose spotted kid was nothing to lose. I put the boy a deal that he couldn't refuse. Yes, and he welcomes you with arms open wide, and all you gotta do is sign the dotted line. The boy signed up, he didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The marketeer said, okay, we'll start right away. The first trick of the trade, let no one get in your way. No rules, no oversight, no ethics to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of blazing fair. Oh, you know it well. Make an antique proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Low and low. Let's go. The one trade to work the instant he was high. It would be fair to say it was a trial by fire. It was a natural. And he quickly learned to make a red hot deal without getting burned. He was unscrupulous, and he sweetly rose. When you do your business, laser further than anything goes. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profits soar. The joy of laissez-faire.
This is the Order's anti-air control center. If you don't have specific business here, kindly keep moving.
Come on, kids, let's go!
Val says you turned her down for a massage.
Turns out Val's massage protocol doesn't have a setting between a light touch and a 50-kilometer-per-hour punch. Not exactly therapeutic. Felt a little bad telling that to her face, though.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of one of those massages, too. Honestly, you made the right choice.
I never worked for him.